Good day everyone, my name is Jessamine Urbano and I am here to report about writing minutes of a business meetings. So, minutes of a business meetings are written in order to maintain a record of what occurred and what topics were brought up during the meeting, as well as the information about the activity of attendees and decisions that were made during the meeting. So, minutes of a business meeting is very important because it is the record of what occurred and what topics they brought up during their meeting in a company. So, as well as it is the attendance to those who are present and to those who are absent during their meeting. Writing minutes of business meetings is essential so that when you do business meetings, you do not end up going in different directions or holding a meeting again for the same purpose. Kaya nga naman, kuan man jud siya na naka-record sa inyong previous na meeting o sa inyong karon nga meeting. So, importante jud kaayo nga magbuhat tag minutes of a business meeting or ang secretary magbuhat siya ani para naa sila'y guide during the meeting. And also mapahibalo sila sa next meeting ug unsay gimitingan atong previous nila nga meeting. So, importante jud kaayo nga magbuhat og writing minutes of a business meeting. Minutes are written, kept, and distributed usually sa secretary or by any member sa business group present during sa ilang meeting. So, there are also main parts of the minutes of a meeting. So, these are the heading, participants or attendees, approval of the previous minutes, action items, announcements, next meeting, adjournment, signature line. Heading. Heading includes the name of the business, organization, or committee as well as ang date, ang location, ug oras sa inyong meeting. Participants or ang attendees is kana bitawng kanang mo present and absent during sa inyong meeting, which is ang uban ni excuse or wala mo ni participants or attendees. Approval of the previous minutes is kana bitawng na-approve ba ang inyong previous nga meeting or not, with corrections or without corrections. Next is ang action items. It includes a report on the items discussed in the meeting, the subject of the discussion or the person who led the discussion, and the conclusion or decisions that have been reached. This part also includes unfinished business from the previous meeting. Kaning action items includes unfinished business from the previous meeting. Kana bitang mga pangutana or kanang wala ninyo na sinabtan during sa last or sa previous ninyo nga meeting. So, inyo sad siyang i-topic sa during the aning action items. Also, kani siya is ang subject sa inyong discussion or inyong topic during your main points during your meeting. Next is ang announcement. So, ang kaning announcements is kanang like this are the part reports about any announcements made by the participants or those who were not around. Is kana bitong wala sila or dili sila present sa ilahang meeting. So, na sila like ipa-announce during sa katong meeting. Next is ang next meeting. Is a short note on the date and time of the subsequent meeting. So, kani is nagplan na sila when ang ilang next meeting. Short note nga when ang ilang next meeting. Next is ang adjournment. Is a short note on the time the meeting ended. So, kani siya dito, naka-note ni, short note ni siya nga kanang ang ilang meeting is nahuman aning time. Next is ang signature line. So, ang signature line is from the secretary and the president. Then, ilan ang pirmahan during or after sa ilahang meeting.
Example of writing minutes of a meeting. Employees Federation of Company minutes of meeting held on Friday 9th June 2023. Members present: Ms. Zephanie Pam, the chairperson; Mrs. Fine Sue, Mr. Zach Caleb. Excuses sent by Mr. Nicole, Ms. Pamela Joyce. Members absent: Mr. Knight Montero. Agenda main items: overtime of employees, transport after overtime. Minutes. The chairperson, Ms. Zephanie Pam, commenced the meeting by asking the secretary to read the notice asking the members to be present for the meeting, followed by the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting. Mr. Zach Caleb proposed that the minutes were in order provided that the spelling mistakes by corrected. Mrs. Fine Sue seconded the proposal. As there were no matters arising from the minutes, the chairperson proposed that the main items on the agenda be discussed. Most members expressed their views regarding the suggestion that overtime of employees be increased but no transport would be provided. Most speakers felt that this was unfair, although a few expressed the view that it should be accepted in principle, followed by negotiations. After much discussion, the chairperson decided to take a vote on whether the proposal to increase overtime should be accepted. The majority were in favor, with only so dissenting votes. This issue of transport facilities after overtime was not discussed due to lack of time. The members suggested that the chairperson discuss it with the transport manager before the next meeting to find out what grounds this suggestion was made. The meeting was adjourned at 5:45 p.m. The date of the next meeting was fixed for Wednesday, 19 July 2023 at 4 p.m. in the Sports Club. Below is the signature of the Secretary and the President.